Welcome to your practice. My name is Annie and I am the founder of Flow and Cycle. Flow and Cycle's aim is to connect people to their truest nature through the cycles of the body, earth and life. This is a 4-part series for each phase of the menstrual cycle or the moon cycle. The moon cycle and the menstrual cycle both share 4 distinct phases that move throughout a month. If you do not know which phase of your cycle you are in, I have linked my tracker and instructions in the notes below to help you get started. If you are not bleeding or do not have a menstrual cycle, you can follow the phases of the moon to do each of these practices. Let's get started. This practice is for the ovulation phase of your menstrual cycle or for the full moon. Starting in a comfortable seat, perhaps placing a block under your hips if you need, and then placing one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. And just starting to connect with the breath, noticing the inhale and the exhale, noticing the quality of your breath. Is it short and sharp? Maybe it's smooth and long. Is your breath sending down into the chest? Or maybe deep into the belly? Just noticing without judgment. Honoring that every time we step onto the mat, we come from a different place and that no 2 practices will be the same. Releasing the hands, moving your block out of the way and making your way down onto your back. Laying down flat on your back, we'll bring the soles of our feet to the mat, bending through the knees, preparing for bridge pose. Walking your feet back towards your fingers. Taking your feet hip distance apart. Letting the hands land flat on the floor, either side of your hips. And on your next inhale, lifting up the hips all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, slowly lowering back down. Inhale, lifting up 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhale, gently lowering 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, engaging the core, then lifting up the hips. Squeezing the glutes. And then exhale, slowly lowering. Incorporating the arms as well now. On your next inhale, lifting the hips and the arms up overhead at the same time. Exhale, lowering the arms and the hips. Inhale, lifting the hips and bringing the arms overhead. Exhale, lowering everything, trying to get them to the ground at the same time. 1 more round. Inhale, lifting the hips, bringing the hands overhead. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Bringing your knees into your chest for a hug. Maybe rocking from side to side, releasing the lower back. And then starting to rock backwards and forwards. Starting small at first. And then maybe rocking up all the way to a seat. Making your way onto all 4s, tabletop position. Bringing your knees in line with your hips, your wrists in line with your shoulders. Inhale, lowering the belly, lifting the chest. As you exhale, pushing the earth away, curving the spine, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale, lowering the belly, lifting the heart, cow pose. Exhale, pushing the earth away, rounding the spine. One more round. Inhale, lowering the belly, lifting the chest and the chin. Exhale, pushing the earth away, rounding out the spine. Inhale, lowering the belly, once more, cow pose. Exhale, tucking the toes, sending the hips back, downward facing dog. Just take a moment to set up here, spreading the fingers wide, feet are hip distance apart, pushing down through the hands, sending the hips backwards in space. Maybe straightening one leg and then the other, pedaling out the feet, opening up through the back side of the body. And then coming into stillness. Inhale, sending the gaze towards the top of the mat. Exhale, walking your feet to the back of the wrists. Inhale, lifting up halfway, straight spine. Exhale, folding back down to the earth. Inhale, lifting up, standing up, hands come up overhead. And then exhale, hands come down through center and meet by your sides, Tadasana. Taking one breath here. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, folding from the hips, sending the chest forward, forward fold. Inhale, lifting the chest, straight spine. Exhale, planting the hands, sending one foot back and then the other, high plank. Inhale, lowering the knees down to the floor. Exhale, lowering the entire body down, keeping your elbows by your ribs. Inhale, lifting cobra pose. Exhale, tucking the toes, sending the hips back, downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears and bending your knees as much as you need to create a long line from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. Inhale, sending your gaze towards the top of the mat. Exhale, walking your feet to the back of the wrists. Inhale, lifting up halfway, straight spine. Exhale, folding back down to the earth. Inhale, lifting up, standing up, hands come up overhead. And then exhale, hands come down through center, meet by your sides, Tadasana. Taking one breath here. Inhale, lifting the hands overhead. And as you exhale, dropping the elbows down, opening the heart and cactusing the arms open. Inhale, lifting back up. Exhale, opening the chest, cactus the arms. Inhale, lifting up once more. And then exhale, open the heart, cactus the arms, sending your forearms to the back of the room. And then releasing down by your sides. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping one foot back and then the other. Inhale, lowering the knees or staying. Exhale, lowering all the way to the ground, keeping your elbows by your wrists. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, tucking the toes, sending the hips back, downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Inhale, sending the gaze towards your fingertips. And as you exhale, sending your weight forward, shifting your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, lowering the knees or staying. Exhale, lowering all the way to the ground, bending through the elbows. Sending your arms out in front of you, keeping your forehead on the mat. On your next inhale, I want you to lift up your chest, arms, feet, everything. And then exhale, lower back down to the ground. Inhale, lifting up, arching through the back. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lifting and holding. Trying to lift your feet up a little higher. Sending your arms out in front. Don't forget to breathe. And then slowly lowering back down. Bringing your hands down by your sides, one cheek onto the mat. Taking a moment to rest and rebound your back. Swapping cheeks. And then rolling over onto your back. Drawing your knees up into your chest, giving yourself a hug. Bringing the hands out wide beside your mat. Maybe cactusing the arms if you need. And then sending your knees over to the right hand side, letting them fall onto the mat. Trying to keep your shoulders flat on the earth. And if you need, you can place a block underneath your knees if they don't quite reach the floor. Maybe placing your right hand on your left legs to add a little bit of weight. Maybe looking over to the left-hand side to create a stretch from the base of the neck to the base of the spine. And then slowly drawing the knees back through center. Placing the block on the other side if you need it. And then slowly start to send your legs over to the left-hand side, letting them land on the floor or your block. Maybe the left hand lands on your legs for a little bit of extra weight. If there is no tension in the neck, maybe you send your gaze over to the right. Starting to slow down the breath. Moving the knees back through center, giving yourself one more hug, drawing the knees into your chest. If you would like to take a Shavasana, please pause this video here and do that now for 5 minutes. Otherwise, rolling over onto one side. Coming back up to a comfortable seat to close our practice. Thank you for practicing with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like or share it with someone that might also enjoy it. Head to my page to see the other phases of the menstrual cycle. Thank you.